right. Welcome back to the Greater Than Golf podcast. Glad to have you with us. My name is John. This is my friend Greg.
Hey, John.
Hello. We're back again. Today, we get the pleasure of talking about play.
Yes.
I think this is... I like talking about mentality. I like talking about practice, kind of. But man, I love playing and getting to kind of explore it a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, play is kind of the ultimate expression of what it is that we're trying to do, right? We have mindset, practice, and play. Really, they build into each other. Those are the three pillars that we establish for Greater Than Golf.
Yeah, and I think we've found that when we talk about one, we end up talking about the others too.
Oh, for sure.
Like it is an all, and in here we don't end up just talking about golf either. Even though golf is our medium, it's life too. It is all the above.
Yeah,
and I actually wanted after our last one, we talked about practice.
Yeah,
how we figure out what to practice.
Yeah,
I'd like a moment there that I was like, well, if you don't know what to do, then get professional help. And I felt afterwards, I've been echoing this. I'm like, oh, that's a little bit rough. I think there's probably, that's not the only thing we talked about. That's not the only thing I said.
Sure.
But, I'm not going to redact it. There is a place for professional help. I think I just might have been a little bit sharp.
Okay.
Or maybe pointed on that one. I bet it had a little bit more to do with me, myself, and I than anybody else in this world.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Are you saying that you need professional help, John?
In a few ways, I think. I played this morning, and the amount of putts I had, I probably need professional help.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, the weird thing about this is there's so many different things that swirl, and there's different things that go on in my personal life or our personal lives.
Sure.
I don't know. Sometimes it would be nice to have an outside perspective on some of this stuff.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's what makes it interesting when we think about, that was part of the conversation, right? We were talking about sometimes what we think we are doing is not really what's going on, and having a voice or somebody, even if it's video.
Video is fine. And then you can phone a friend.
Yeah.
Ask a buddy that you could trust with your swing. It's where the really close, good golf friends and just friends in general come in handy.
Yeah.
You have a discussion and say, hey, is there something that I should pay attention to?
Yeah. Or at least hopefully they ask you the right questions so that you can explore it together.
I'm glad I got that off my chest.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that statement for a while since we had last recorded. I'm like,
well, so there we go. We can use the podcast to get things off your chest. This
can be therapy too.
Reconcile yourself with the rest of the world. Well, what's interesting then, if we were to make a connection to play, I think it could connect with how it is that you come into when you go play around. So we were just talking beforehand, when we say, I'm going to go play golf, we were kind of talking about, well, what is play to begin with? Anyways, when you say you're going to go play golf, what is it? Are there contexts around you're going to go play golf? You had a member guest competitive kind of thing going on. It's like, okay, well, are you playing golf? You could say yes.
Or am I competing? Or what maybe mode am I in? Can I be, and when we talk about play, and this is how we're trying to swirl out of when we say play in this form, what do we really mean?
Yeah.
In that, the pureness of it, I guess, if we can really drill down, what is that?
Yeah. So when you were getting ready to go play in this member guest tournament, was it a tournament or
there are tournaments, but they're social events too.
Okay.
they're at, country clubs have member guests.
Right.
And their members invite, and for them to show off their course.
Okay. Yeah.
You get a gift.
Okay.
And there's unlimited food and drink.
Right. Yeah.
Like it is more of a show, but there is competition involved too.
Okay. So
there is a winner of the 2026 member guest tournament.
Okay. So when you were invited to participate in this thing,
mm-hmm.
what was your mindset? Were you thinking, I am coming to play and maybe experience a sense of joy? Maybe it might have been underlying that, or that's what would come in. But if you were to recall how you were entering into,
well, I think
space,
it's just a lot of golf, and I get excited to play, like to go out and have opportunity to play Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Almost 27 holes each day. There's different formats.
Right.
So I get excited at that prospect of you just like the excuse to go play that much golf in a short period of time. And then, I do think that there is the ability, like I really do enjoy some competitiveness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It like to be able to, because that pushes me to perform a little bit better and
mm-hmm.
focus in a little bit more.
Yeah.
And it's not that I just want to beat everybody out there, which I kind of do want to win the thing.
Sure.
Because I thrive underneath a little bit of pressure, and it gets me past where I am out on like these casual rounds and just kind of like messing around. It just gets me a little bit more focused and refined in my game.
Yeah.
And I actually do take some joy in that piece
mm-hmm.
of the puzzle of not having just like, I don't want to say carefree. I like carefree, but I don't like, I'm sometimes will get into careless, I guess.
Sure.
Versions of golf.
Well, so I think that's where there's some really interesting things to talk about when you enter in to play, and when there's joy in it, at least for you in that moment. I think this is true for all of us, is there comes a point at which we want to be able to have our skill set or whatever it is to be able, we could call it competition.
Mm-hmm.
We could call it testing. Yeah. Whatever it is you want to be able to go, I want to avoid the use of the word prove. Go prove yourself.
Yeah.
Because there's
somewhat of a passing the test a little bit.
But there is a passing of the test. It's like, mm-hmm. what am I capable of?
Mm-hmm.
What can I put myself into to not necessarily against others, although that's what competition would pose. However, at the same time, it is like, where am I at?
Mm-hmm.
So how do I measure? What are some measurements about where I'm at when I go play golf? And so, and what are the stakes that are involved? Right.
Yeah. So I do think, and that doesn't have to be involved to just be pure play. I think there is this, like I said, joy is a piece of that puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
There are other circumstances that I think we can, or like ways we can go about it and still just cultivate joy out on the golf course.
Yeah.
And be in play in the purest form of it.
Yeah.
For me, a little competition helps that equation a little bit for some reason.
Yeah.
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 So I guess that's an answer to a question. I do think it can be both. Like, a casual round can just be full of joy and full of play. And also a competitive round can be full of joy and can be play as well.
Yeah.
But then what, like, how about the opposite? Like, if we're saying they can be full of joy, full of play. How about what takes, I guess, what And it's kind of not the same thing, but a little bit different version of like what we talked about last time. We talked about plays, like, well, what can you take you out of that, or how can a round, or how can you, if you enter around it in a different way, like, I don't know if say wrong or what happens sometimes. Do we enter into rounds in a way that like does not bring that?
So it's almost like if you were to see an outcome where we were talking, where you get out of it, where you are spiraling, maybe in a negative way. Yeah. Right. So whether that's mentally or with your game, I mean, it's all kind of tied or knotted together. I suppose you could say, you were telling me a story earlier, I think it was a couple of days ago, or it was yesterday.
About member guests?
Member guests.
About
the risk of getting out was relatively high. It didn't sound like you actually went there, but the consequences were...
Yeah, so this was like the end game, right? In the member guests. This is what I was coming down to the end. And I'd played well in the tournament. I as a team, me and my partner was not a high LF golfer. He was a higher handicap golfer. Yeah. But we happened together to make it to the end, the playoff. Yeah. To see who won the overall tournament. Right. And the winner of the overall tournament, there's some money there. There's some like pro shop credit and a few different things. There's some benefits to winning these things. Plus, like, then you get the plaque. Ooh. The trophy. To hang on your office wall. I can put it right here.
There you go.
Yeah.
And clearly we don't have anything to hang up.
And we was a 3-hole aggregate playoff alternate shot. Okay. So the winners winners in second place of there's 10 flights. 5 of the flights went to one group. The second 5 flights went to the other group. Okay. Played 3 holes, added all up, alternate shot. So the alternate shot is a interesting one. Sure. It puts you, there's some pressure there. Yeah. Not only that you're being watched by a ton of people, because there's 10 teams plus all the other teams that didn't make the playoffs come watch. Okay. And if you had a bad shot, your partner has to suffer the outcome. Not just you. Yeah. Like, you're not going to that next shot to hit it. Your partner is. So we played through I got put under a couple situations where I had to hit the shot, and I did. Yeah. Like I did. I was on it. Yeah. Like, if you could say, like, I would mean put the test, pass the test, like performed. Yeah. Just on it. And then the part we're talking about is the last hole, the third hole. We were going to it with a stroke lead. Turns out all we needed to get is an 8 on the par 5 to make it through. And that's when, sometimes everything goes wrong. And I started playing in an ultra competitive mode, and I'd hit the shots, and I was like amped up in a way. Yeah. And started playing out of confidence instead of, and overconfidence even. Yeah. Instead of thinking through like the smart shot and what we just need to do to get through. Sure. Like the shot that I'm really talking about is a 50, the pin was 67 yards away. I had to hit it over a bunker to get to a very small hitting area in order for it not to just bounce off the back of the green. Right. If I hit it too long, if I hit it too short, it goes into the bunker. Yeah. And I could have bailed out a little bit right and hit an easier shot, guaranteed, more guaranteed. Like a lot more, better odds. Instead of your partner. Instead of actually going for the shot. Right? Okay. Yeah. But I didn't even think about it. Like, there's no, at this point, I'm in pure competitive maybe overconfidence mode, maybe
Okay.
ego mode. I'm not really sure.
Okay.
Like, we're looking back at it, I'm like, I'm locked in,
Yeah.
but
Fortune favors the bold.
yeah. And I swear, I swear I hit the shot.
Yeah. Right. You felt it.
I
Like
felt it.
you knew it. Like
knew
off
it.
the face of the club.
Face of the club. And I watch it, and it hits the top of the bunker and bounces down in. And then my partner doesn't even know he hit a bunker shot. Like he's that, like he's not confident with it, right? Like he can hit them, but under the pressure.
Yeah.
So he leaves us back in it.
Right.
I have to get out of it. It's in the pin's still in the same position, so it rolls past it off the back of the green a little bit, putting back to it. So you kind of just spiral
for it.
Spiral.
Right.
And we needed an 8. Turned out we got a 9. And we're out. We're done.
You're out. You're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is kind of a little bit, and maybe that lot relates in here to the play side of things. I got taken out by being overly competitive, maybe, or what,
Yeah. Well, I think that's what I wonder about is when that overconfidence, dare I say, like even pride starts taking in. It's like, yeah, I think confidence, I mean, if we were to say confidence is an okay thing, I think that's totally viable.
Yeah. But I would maybe, and we've talked about ego before.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I started playing ego golf.
Yeah. And that's what took you out.
I was out.
That's what took you out. Even when you feel it good off the face of the club, I guess that's the other part. Nothing is guaranteed. Mm-hmm. Once the ball's in the air,
who knows what affected it? Maybe I did hit the shot. I'm not really sure. I think if I went back and did it again, I'd probably play a different shot. Like I'd aim to the right, not go to the bunkers, all these things. But
well, in some ways, it's when I hear you talk, when you were talking about that story, and even now when you're talking about it, is how much you. And I realize we're talking maybe outside of play, but I'll pull this in. Is how much you start thinking about who you're playing with, and the interactivity that comes with if you're playing best ball or alternate, it becomes less about what is it that I can shoot for what I can do, and more about what is it that I can do that can set us all up for success.
Yeah.
But in the context of play, golf can be very much like, we're here on our own. But I do wonder, there are times, whether it's best ball or alternate or in some of those situations, like how do we set each other up to invite people into playing, even if it's, we're a foursome or you're on your own and you're playing with other people. How is it that you create an environment for which other people can feel like they can be invited to the game, like invited to play, invited into the joy that you can bring, so that you're having this play together? I mean, we were talking last time about how John Rahm has putt like a kid on his cover, right?
Yeah.
So there's a mindset around that. But when you think about how kids play, in a lot of ways, I realize that kids can be kind of, who's playing or whatever. But for the most part, you want people to come in and create, right? And engage and have conversations and go explore and invent together, you know?
Yeah.
And like, I guess when I think about play, there is a time where I grew up kind of out in the country, and there was a canal and a creek that ran behind our house and then over along this ranch. And so what we would do is we would go build forts right across up in the trees or across the creek or whatever. And the only way that we could do that is if we had a bunch of other kids come and help. And so you'd invite other people to come in and build a fort or create things, and other people would contribute things. And that's what I think about when I think about play because it was fun, because you built something and created something, you participated in something, and other people were a part of that. And you get so locked in that it literally was that, yeah, it's dark and I'm cold and I didn't even realize it, that I'm hungry. And then you go home and,
all day,
because you were out all day.
Yeah. I wonder if we can take this outside of golf now. I mean, talk about it's probably easier as a kid.
Yeah.
To create that, because it's like, we're getting just everybody from the neighborhood's going back behind the whatever and going over here and
right.
We're free and
we're gonna go ride our bikes and build a jump or whatever it is. Yeah.
And I'm wondering, and I think I've done this successfully at times within my marriage, bringing playfulness within, or maybe my family too.
Yeah.
Bringing playfulness within that realm of things. But also I think there's been times where I haven't, and where like my presence might be a little stale even within the seriousness or the dynamic that we're bringing into our houses and our relationships.
Yeah.
And I just wonder if that, like, if we can maybe turn into that side for a minute.
Sure. Yeah.
To see if like that can bring some fruit for us here. Yeah.
So just to make sure I'm understanding where you're thinking about going there, is that our presence, or how we are about ourselves when we show up in the presence of other people, our relationships, for us, our wives, with our kids, our friendships, that has an impact on the way there is an opportunity or the potential for joy to be experienced or not.
Yeah. And therefore also stolen. So intimacy.
Right. Yeah.
Within those relationships. It's kind of, I almost sometimes I want, like, somebody probably should just look at me and be like, why so serious?
Maybe that's what I'll do, John, every now and then. Show up. John, why so serious?
Why so serious, bro?
Let's turn that frown upside down.
Well, because there is this potential for joy within those spheres too. Joy on the golf course comes from like a playfulness, pure play.
Yeah.
And then I have a hard time with my relationship with my daughter sometimes.
Yeah.
And that could be really lightened up if we found some areas to just be kind of silly and playful in, and go enjoy God's creation somehow. She doesn't play golf.
Yeah.
But even like we went to coffee and played Boggle.
Oh yeah.
Whatever the game is. She kicks my butt at it. I'm terrible. But even just that can change.
Yeah.
And have you done the father-daughter dances, like the butterfly kisses dance?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's funny just to see a bunch of men out there just really terrible at dancing. I am too. Like, I'm judging that along with myself. And the longer I've actually, it's went on. We've done it for like 14 years now, 15 years.
Yeah.
And these men and their daughters have been there every year after year after year. Like, I'm not tooting my own horn that I've been there 15 years. Those guys have been there way longer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the dancing gets sillier. And the dads have learned to like let loose and just be like, kind of, we're just here. It was 80s themed this year. They looked ridiculous.
Yeah.
But that was great.
Yeah.
Like, it was just playful, fun, not too serious, and kind of like a...
So, what's interesting then about that is play in terms of how we engage with people that we care about, people that we love, people that we desire to build those relationships and have moments of closeness or intimacy with our kids, our wives, and even just real relationships with our friends that are close, where really, I think that gets to the depth of joy
Mm-hmm.
where there is, you mentioned freedom, right? There's a sense of freedom where who you are or how you dance or whatever it is doesn't matter
Mm-hmm.
because the depth of the relationship and what is free to be expressed is there.
Yeah.
And that is where play to a degree can come. That's where play occurs because there is freedom in an expression of joy in the space in which you're in.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think some of the characteristics of that might be like freedom or lack of comparison.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we just start comparing ourselves to people who are around on the golf course, or who we're playing with, or I'm not good as him. I'm, better than him or whatever. So like, or even comparing our clubs. Like, oh, look at his bag. Look at his bag.
Yeah.
He's got the vessel. He's got the ghost and he's got quantums.
Yeah.
And I got,
at the longest time I had the hand-me-downs from my dad from a garage sale in 1976.
Yeah. The only time I gave you a hard time, the reason I gave you a hard time about all those, because I just want you to have, the proper technology, but it's not because I'm trying to.
I know, but it was so much fun.
Yeah.
I guess we all knew.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can still have joy and fun.
Oh, yeah.
Playing the blades.
Oh, yeah. The McGregors or the Dunlops. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing that I wanted to talk about with play, and we've been moving around, and in this is the thing that I've been thinking about is there was a theologian, his name's Jürgen Moltmann, and a Reformed theologian, I guess is one way to put it. Essentially, he wrote a book called The Theology of Play and published in 1971 or 1972. But the premise really was around that play is an intentional act, and we even put this on our website that play is a creative act. It's a participation in what God has created and what God has made us to be. What we as an image bearers of God, and we are placed into a created environment in which to go play. And the idea is that what we've been talking about is there's joy that underlies. That's like the underlying piece. So when you go into an environment, and we'll put this in the context of a golf course, and you've got a certain skill set or a capability or potential. So now you've got a swing and you've got clubs, you've got tools, and now you go put those to practice, right? In a round.
Yeah. And
you operate within a created environment and with other people. And that is the opportunity to play. You could say that about father-daughter dance. You could say that about on the golf course. The point being is that we were created for joy. We were created to experience joy, and experiencing joy in a created space because we are created people, and we were created to have relationships with other people in that space and to be able to participate together in those things. That's what a theology of play is about. And, well, I think that's what we seek. The last time we were, or a couple, I can't remember if it was last time or a couple of times before, but just praying and hoping for joy in the next round of golf. So whether it was casual, right? Because you're just, hey, let's go play with some friends, or it's competitive. You wonder if you walk away with, was there an underlying sense of joy, or are there moments where I got out of it? And how do I bring that back in? So that, one thing that we didn't talk about is, was it fun? Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what a shame to be out on like God's creation. And like when you're talking about like the created, like, thank you to our greenskeepers.
Oh man.
The people out there at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And then throughout the day in the hot sun, like shaping and cultivating God's creation to be beautiful and to be so wonderful to play on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, thank you. I'm so grateful for the people that put in the work.
Oh yeah.
For that.
Yeah.
But like, what a shame. I actually, this morning I was playing with, I just joined up with some randoms because the people on my tee time didn't show up. I didn't plan it. I just put my name down on the spot. So I started playing alone at first and then joined up with the group in front of me. Mm-hmm. And there was one guy, and I was trying to take it personally because it seemed as soon as I joined them, like he became grumpy. Mm-hmm. And then he was hitting the ball left and right and has had a hard time finding his swing. Mm. And man, he's talking like he plays all the time.
Yeah.
But he was not enjoying himself. Like it was very evident. Yeah. That there was no joy to be found in being out. And like, I don't know, I play enough golf, but if you're putting that much time and energy into something and effort and being out there, it is a shame to just really not enjoy yourself and not have any fun doing it.
Yeah, and maybe really quick, talk about what it's like to witness, when somebody's struggling.
Well, yeah, it is. Like me, I just kind of want to help, but I'm not. It's not always right. It's not the right thing to do always.
Yeah.
It does do something to the group in a way.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. To bring that kind of like the slamming clubs, like what? Oh man, I felt like I didn't like one of them missed a putt and like went and like right by the flag hit their putter down into the green, like made a dent. And I just want to be like, bro. Like, these are grown men. These are not. These not young. Right. I could understand the high schoolers I coached. Right. I've had to coach them through some of these moments.
Sure.
But these are like 60 and 70-year-old men. On Monday, they're like, "You're not retired." This is a Monday morning. I'm like, "No, I'm not.
You're an entrepreneur, John."
I do have flexibility in my schedule, but 9 o'clock on a Monday morning, I was able to play golf. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
One of the few out there. But man, these are 60 and 70-year-old men that like I don't buy into the dream of like retiring to play golf every day.
Sure.
I like it. Yeah. That's just, I like to play golf every day now.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's what like our main goal in life should necessarily be. We can be well used and will, have a lot of meaning in our life past golf into our older years.
Man, I sure hope so.
But man, it was like something to witness, like somebody I think they're living their dream, what their dream was. Mm-hmm. Like talk about how they play like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just absolutely being miserable. Mm. And I think that's an antithesis of what, like, the kind of golf we really want to bring into the world. I'd like to, have a conversation with that guy and be like, hey.
Yeah, why are you... well, I guess...
Why so serious?
Why so serious? Yeah, why so serious? I wonder about that. What is it that makes it so tough to witness, when somebody is struggling or getting grumpy? And I get it because we've been there.
Right? Yeah, I can't say that I haven't.
Can't say that
I wanted to just give up on the round. And
right. At the beginning of the season, I remember walking off I don't think I told, it was around with you. And it wasn't because of you or anything like that, but I remember thinking, what am I doing?
Mm-hmm.
How, I don't, and this gets to other parts of the game, but it's like feeling like I don't belong there. And that's,
well, I'm guessing that's probably part of the, like, you had really a lot of trouble staying in it and staying in joy for that 9 holes or 18. Like,
yeah,
that will lead, like, to golf burnout. Is that a thing? Like,
I think it could. People, it's like you get to a point where, man, this is not improving, or you're all over the place, or your skill set, or whatever it is, your capability, or
maybe your body's kind of doing a thing that is like foreign to you already, like you're aging.
Right.
That is the thing too.
Yeah. So, to kind of attempt to bring it to bring this down, I'm interested to think, just kind of wrapping up based on our conversation around here, is still when we say play, I think it's kind of interesting that it's still kind of up in the air. Like when you say however, I do think that joy is what tied to what makes it play. So if you were to come home after a round and say, yeah, I had to play some golf and man, that was fun. I guess that's what I think about is, was it fun? And the other part to this, really quick, maybe this ties in, is I had a moment in college when I was sitting for an all-nighter, had been up for like 48 hours, took a biology exam. It was finals week. And my mom, who has a master's in child development, started a preschool and all this. And I would go and help her, when I was in college and stuff with her preschool. Mm-hmm. So my mom calls in the middle of finals week. And, I'm 22 years old, kind of towards the end of my college time. And she calls and I was telling her what was going on. And she's like, have you been out to play? And I'm like, what? No, I haven't, I got finals. I got to buy all this. She's like, no. She's like, you need to go and you need to just go play. Mm-hmm. And she's like, it doesn't matter what it is. It's like, go outside, go run, go work out, go shoot. At the time, go shoot hoops. Maybe it's go to the range. Maybe it's just go putt. Maybe it's something, but just go play. It's almost like open the doors and go have recess.
Yeah. I think that is, I want to bring recess back for us. I do think play does feed an essential, like, need within us. And I also maybe, it might be a discipline that we have to stop using the word play when it's not joyful and not like, what did you do? Well, I just went and attempted to hit a ball with a stick and get in a hole over and over again.
I went to grind.
If we're not going to enjoy it and like seek joy, and we're going to seek something else, whatever that something else is, then maybe we should stop calling it play. Maybe we should start calling it something else.
So if I tie that, if really Greater Than Golf is about how and the ways how we can experience the fullness of life, then it requires the discipline or an exercise in, we'll call it going for recess or whatever it is, but it is to go play. And that play, what underlies it, play, is this kind of joy. It's not a grind. Like you can go out there and grind, in certain, that's maybe we're not saying that can't be a part of things. In some ways it's like, okay, you're going to go practice and put in some reps and you want to call that grind.
You could you could like, I'm going to go really beat myself up and try to make myself, like my body submit to whatever I'm getting it to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not really going to play. That's what that might be part of practice.
Yeah.
Practice doesn't always have to be play, joy-filled, whatever. You can submit yourself to something that is.
And I think there's time for focus, and somebody could come up and say, "Hey, John, why so serious? Why so serious?"
All right.
Well, go out and play.
Yes.
Find space to play, and find space to enjoy that play. Find space to where joy underlies that space. Invite other people into it to experience that joy. Give it to other people when you're out there as well, if you can.
Yeah.
Encourage people in that space. And I think I loved how we ended that. I hope for joy in your next round. I unfortunately don't know when my next round's going to be. Hopefully Friday. Maybe Wednesday morning.
Maybe get up early enough. Great.
All right.
It's doable.
Okay. It's doable. But when we walk out there is to find joy. And if we're not finding it, we're bringing it.
Yeah.
Bringing it with us.
All right.
It'll be fun. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
See you next time.
See you next time. Take care. Bye.